Yeah, I'm done with the race. It has been a couple of days. Uh, I'm gonna get this gauntlet over with, and then we're gonna play a different game. Like, I'm quitting Monster Legends when Diablo Immortal drops, so the channel's gonna be changing from Monster Legends content to Diablo content. But until then, I'm trying to find a warm-up game for Diablo, if that makes any sense. So like, I've I've downloaded like a handful of games, and I'm probably gonna play a couple of them over like the next week or two. But we're still gonna be playing Monster Legends while playing these other games. It's just when Diablo comes, that's when it's over. That's the end of the road for my Monster Legends. Is once Diablo drops. Where have I been? I was just racing and had a few things to do in real life. As you guys know, that stimulus check came like last week or some shit. Well, this was like the first weekend that we had since it came, and my lady is like in a quest to get a new phone. So anyway, the game that I've been playing is pretty fun that I'm gonna play after this. But first, let's get this Stardust money made. I am still working on those tasks on this other phone. I'm still, I'm only level 54, and I got to get to 100 on that one. And the one that's on my main phone has billionaire slots has been kind of getting left in the dust because I've been so busy with playing other games. Oh, what? You said there's Graken in the ads? What are you talking about? That's not Graken. Graken's in there though, or something? uh, all right, so let's collect our gold. And let's get started. I have not turned the Rune Guardian on. I've also done the Gauntlet during race without the Rune Guardian. It ain't been a big deal or nothing. It's not really needed. Oh yeah, guys. I crafted like 9 level 10 runes last night. Look at all them life runes chilling there that I gotta change to something besides life. I just went with life because I was like, if they drop down to 8s, I could use some life 8s. So that's why they're set up that way. Yeah, I made 9 10s, bro. Monster Legends like knows that Monster Legends can sense I'm leaving. Oh, you're really lucky, regular. I've spent probably like 400 gems and I haven't got anything but epics, rares, and one legend. So you're really lucky, bro. Congrats, too. Yeah, it's silent. That's what it feels like. It's like they can sense that I'm leaving. They're like, "Wait, this guy used to play all the time. He's not playing anymore. What's going on?" Like I haven't even done one PvP match yet. I just didn't feel like it. That's the true reason why. I was wondering why I'm so slow. It's because I forgot to put a rune on Steam Wrath. Or I mean on Ferris. Also my screen is there we go. I was gonna say what the hell is going on here? Edward, I got yeah, that's or not Glam Head. I got Metal Head or whatever, but he's a 305 GPM monster, so I was thinking that I'll stick with that combo. But man, I hate the game, bro. I spent a lot of gems. I spent like 2,000 gems on more than 2,000 gems on breeding Avas. I did breed Avas during the El Colossal guys. They're all in my stash. LJ, what do you think of the new monster that do? Do you think he's better than Tabora? No, I don't think he's better than Tabora at all. I don't even think he's on like the same ballpark as Tabora. I just think that like he's still a good monster. Like I feel like sometimes it gets complicated trying to explain to people what makes monsters like good and what makes monsters not as good when monsters are so similar. Like trying to explain to everyone why Vanos was the best Pierce monster and they're like, I don't agree. I think this. And it's like, man, it doesn't really. It's this difference between is so small that it doesn't even really matter. Like, I think the do is definitely fine. If you didn't have Tabora, the do is like a godsend. If you were one of those people who didn't get Tabora for whatever reason, and you don't do tasks, you didn't have enough gems when she came around to be bought. Look, bro, that monster is phenomenal. Why can't you run it with Tabora? That's what I want to do. My first thoughts on the do is I want to run it with Tabora. My first thoughts is like Tabora, the do, Vampira. Or like Tabora, the do, Steam Wrath. Like that's my first thoughts on the monster. Well, I mean, there's lots of reasons to like monsters more and all that. That's the like. That's okay. Like to go up your same ballpark. If the purr had trait disable instead of an extra turn, I'd like them more. I just don't like the idea that like you cannot even purr without turning on the enemy's anticipate. You realize that almost every single anticipate that you run into is behind a megataunt, right? How are you going to get the megataunt down if you're turning on the anticipation monster to do so? Like it's like it's just so awkward to me. And then it's like they put anticipate on the other like on the monster, which means your enemy, if they're running a do behind a megataunt, you can't even get rid of megataunt without giving their fucking do a turn. Like, what is that bullshit? Hey, Tony. The game just doesn't really impress me that much, guys. I have this itch. We're going to play this other game that it doesn't have any PvP, and the multiplayer on it is so stupid and lame because it's like random who you can play with. You can't like play with a friend. Like, but the game is new. It came out in 2020, so maybe they can patch it and make it better in the future because it's called Anima, Anima. But it's a load of fun, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. So it's gonna be like the perfect warm-up game for like probably the next 3 days. Then I feel like after 3 days we'll do a review on it. What reincarnation am I at? I think I'm on 6. And I only played him for 2 days, bro. uh, The game was like so easy to get a big jump on. I just watched ads for like 2 hours straight. I spun this wheel like watching ads, and then it gave me like free legendary chest things, and then I was able to like get some gear out of that, and then I went and like beat the game on Reincarnation 1. And then after doing that, I found this amulet that give me like it takes my instead of using mana, it uses my HP to cast spells. It's like called the Bone Necklace or something like that. And then once I found that, I went to that arena place and was able to just start like mowing down levels. So I'm like level 130 something on it, I think. Yeah, Anima. That's the name of the game. So I might play it till we beat the boss at the end. I was looking on the leaderboards, and there was only 75 people in the world had beat the final boss when I last looked. And like I checked the YouTube content on it, and like the only YouTube creators I can find is some redneck guy who's got like a liquor bottle and a cigarette in his profile picture, and some like Asian guy or Korean guy who like, oh man, there's like no YouTube content for the game. And then like I mean, I forget. I think what people forget, like that my purpose is sometimes is like I'll carry you through games. Like, like people who come to my channel and they're like, "Oh man, thanks, you helped me like get through the Gauntlet," or because of your channel, I was able to figure out how to beat the Gauntlet, stuff like that. It's like that's what I plan to do in like all the games that I play. Meaning, if you choose to play the same game that I'm playing, you won't really be in the bottom portion of that game because you'll have my channel. Yeah, you'll have my channel to come get a jump on. And the less known my channel is, the more of a jump it's going to be for you. Like when you really think about it, like not everyone who plays Monster Legends watches my channel, but the ones who do, they're doing all right at the game. Like I don't think there's anyone who's like watching my channel that just stays bad at this game. Like trust me, I think there's some bad players that watch my channel, especially with some of the ones that send me the dumbest messages ever. But if they continue to watch my channel, I think you just pick up enough stuff. It's like, because I'm not hiding, I won't hide anything from you, if that makes any sense. Meaning, like, if I found some secret way to get, like, something good in the game, I'll share it with you. I'm not going to, like, go exploit it first, and then after it's taken out of the game, come tell you about it and be like, hey, guys, I spent the past 3 days exploiting this bug, and now, like, I don't know how to really make that make sense to you, but I know there's other people that'll do that. Like, there's other people that'll tell you after the fact. Like once they figure out something really good, they use it to their advantage, and then they tell you about it. But like I try to be as transparent as possible. Meaning, if I figure out something that works, I want to share it with you guys before it stops working. Not the other, like before I would even use it myself, I would hurry up and tell you guys, be like, hey guys, blah 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 blah, and then I go do it. This is what I'm going to be doing. So you can't say I didn't tell you. Like that's my thought process on it. Well, thank you, Bonesaw. I also have the most toxic content out of all the YouTubers for Monster Legends, though. So we kind of weigh ourselves down in the same way that we weigh ourselves, or that we come with like positivity. Meaning we share information, but we also share a lot of negativity. One, I don't have a high opinion of Social Point. I feel betrayed as a player. I feel they don't care about their player base. I feel like they have no end game content in this game. I feel like this game has no replay value. Meaning I feel like reminds me of like a Nintendo game that I played when I was a kid. Like once you beat the game, it was like the most fun thing ever, like trying to figure out how to beat the game and playing the game. And it's like once you beat it though, sure you keep playing it, and sure you bring your buddies over to the house so that you can show them that you can beat it, and like you try to get your friends to play it. But as every day that goes by after you beat it, you grow farther away. You start becoming detached from the joy of the game. And that's how I feel about this game. I feel there's no joy here anymore for me. Like, sure, it was fun to beat the Gauntlet when they made the new Gauntlet, but it wasn't as fun as like um beating the first Gauntlet. But yeah, like beating the first Gauntlet was more fun. I don't know what I'm doing here, but I guess I'm baiting somebody. I gotta go back and check the node because I don't even know what's on it anymore. I forget. He has extra turns, 32-6, but he just needs a bait masher. Um, I use Seaquake. I don't know how to make sound on the game play while my headphones with the mic are plugged in. Meaning, once I plug in my headphone, like that my headset that I'm using to talk to you guys, once I plug that into my phone, I lose all sound. Meaning, I hear the sound, but you guys don't hear it. So I gotta figure out, like, I don't know how to fix that. How do I stream and let you guys hear sound while I have my headset on? Really got no idea how to do that. Oh, by the way, yeah, my gem free streak is dead. The day before yesterday, I had to spend gems. I did not I did not know that Kralik had light moves, and to be lazy, instead of using bait, I made my Ferris faster than Kralik, so that way I could put a shield on my team and just let Kralik hit me, and then beat the node. So the first monster kills my Shelly, then we put a shield up, and then we killed them. And I didn't know that Kralik had a light move, and he killed my Shelly after putting a shield up. so, so yeah, I learned the hard way. Yeah, pretty rare odds too. Like, what's the chances? Thetis armor trigger, exhausting mass trigger, and then we're out. For people who wonder, like, how do you know when to leave, so that you're not too soon or you're not too late when baiting? If you look underneath the exit battle screen, it'll show you the relic triggers at the bottom of the screen. As soon as the second one that you're waiting on, or as soon as the relic that you're waiting on to trigger, the words of it disappear at the bottom of the screen, that's when you hit the exit button. The exact second you see it disappear, you can hit the exit button. But on average, when I played the Gauntlet on my own during race, it took me roughly 45 minutes to beat the Gauntlet, and that was even having to switch back from the Gauntlet to the race to make sure they were still on the same node and then switch back, or hurry up and do your part so that I could switch back. Also, I think I'm over 3,000 Stardust. Okay, I misplayed there. That could have been way worse. He could have just extra turned and killed us. Or maybe not killed us, but he could have killed my Shelly. Yeah, I baited the wrong monster. So we gotta pay attention that if we get that note again, that we don't do that stupid shit. Is it just me, or why the fuck do monsters start to recover health when I'm attacking with Steam? I think it's just you. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that causes that. Well, I don't know why your relics would let the enemy gain health. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, are you talking about outside the Gauntlet? Okay, yeah, for sure, bro. They could have healing relics. Yeah, then I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what this dude is going on about. Alright, so we got 28.6 and 28. I can't outspeed them, but I don't think they'll kill my bomb on 47. If they do, I mean, we just lose bomb. I'm gonna try bomb here. And then I only need to be faster than 15.3. And we are. He goes first, right? Yeah, okay. Whew, that was super close. Oh, by the way, this monster definitely has an AoE damage move. It's not really relevant in the early notes because it doesn't do much damage, but on like note 54 the other day, he definitely hit for over like 350,000 damage. Shit, I basically got in trouble this race. I was busy, like, I mean, still, out of 48 hours of our race, I had like 14 hours of play time. But I got treated like I only played 10 minutes. Like, ugh. Yeah, pretty much regular. Like, he wasn't too happy. He made me spend fucking gems on a stupid ass node that I wasn't prepared for. I mean, it was partially understandable, meaning like I was inactive, but in my opinion, I wasn't as inactive as was made out to be. Meaning like I missed the easiest fucking part of the race, which was the beginning. Like I wasn't even there for the first 20 laps. Meaning, like, when I first logged in to race, I was the last person on the list without points, and we were on lap 20 already. And I busted my fucking ass for every minute that I was on the goddamn game, and made like 13,000 points, and then fucking had to go again for like 8 or 9 hours, plus I had to sleep, so I was gone for like, I don't know, 16 more hours or some shit like that, and then I came back. And it was basically like, I felt almost like I was going to be kicked from the team. The way I was being treated, I was like, I guess this motherfucker doesn't care if I stay or go. Like, that's how I felt. Nah, man, they're really nice. It's not like that. I just had shit to do in real life. I mean, like, when you try to do a whole race in 2 days, like, sometimes you're gonna have a time in life where you just don't have fucking free time that day to play a fucking video game all day. It's not like every weekend I don't have time to play. This is the only weekend in like the past 2 months where I didn't have time to play like I usually do. Like, but I think it's because like last race I passed out for like 12 hours because I forgot to set an alarm. Because he messaged me last race once and was like, "Are you still racing, bro?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got plenty left to do." Because they have a mandatory sheet, and I try to follow that sheet. Meaning, like, the only time I request to do tops or anything like that as if it's on the list. Like I'm not really into like trying to do tops for points or anything like that. I basically look at it as like, oh, I need to do one of these. Let me get that top. Yeah, well, I've been on other teams where I've literally said that the problem with the team is that the lead is too nice or the lead's not strict. And then it's like I find myself on the other end of the stick being yelled at by a lead, and part of me is about to be like, fuck this stupid shit. I don't need this fucking game. Like, what's a fucking monster, bro? I don't give a fuck. Like, it ain't gonna make none of you better at the game. Like, what the fuck? Like, why am I even caring? Like, why let this motherfucker talk to me like this? And then I was just like, well, you deserve it. You deserve it, Ed. Just shut the fuck up. Like, you didn't play. What do you expect? You expect these people to sit around and wipe your ass all day with shit paper? They just waiting for you to get done pottying, and they're like, can I wipe your butt yet? So, like, yeah. Basically, I guess I got in trouble. Which, I mean, if we would have raced for longer than 2 days, I would have been fine because I don't have anything to do today, Sunday, and I don't have anything to do till like Tuesday. And I said that, you know, I was like, man, we're trying to do the whole race in 2 days. I was like, it'd be nice if I could have had those 2 days free. I would have been like, it would have worked perfect. But and he's like, there's plenty of 7-day teams out there. This ain't one of them. Basically telling me like, if you want a team like that, go join one, motherfucker. All right, so I need to bait one of these guys. I think Chimney goes first. I guess I'm gonna use this guy. Nah, though, the Great Guys has been completely nice to me. They've been pretty, like, they're very nice. Like, there's not much going on. Like, I feel like everybody who's in the team, or 90% of the team, they're all really, like, long-time players or something. Like, I don't sense anyone's new. And I feel like they're just laid back, almost like it's the same old, same old. like the team reminds me a lot of the game. Every day is just like yesterday. And when it comes to war, I definitely don't feel that I don't belong. I definitely think I hold my own in war. To probably like the top 10% of our team on attacks. Maybe not on defense. I don't own many monsters, but when it comes to attacks, I feel like every time they tell me it's going to be a hard war and I make 18 coins, I'm like, okay. Or in most of the wars that we lose, I made my 18 coins. Meaning usually when I fuck up and don't get my 18 coins, it's because of something really retarded, and it's usually not versus a team that matters. Like the last time, I guess, versus a hard team was I fucked up on Hounds of Justice. I didn't know that Diagonal's alt had purr, and I let my level 4 Santa strat get fucking blown out by an alt. And that was the last time. Versus like a top team where you want to try and make 18 coins. I only got 15. Still better than most people do, though. But I got gangbanged out of my I got gangbanged out of my defense coins in like the first hour. The duo is pretty good, right? Yeah, I think the duo is pretty good. A lot better than that hacksmith I paid 600 gems breeding for nothing. Yeah, like I don't think it's better than Tobura, but I still think it's an amazing monster. It's a cosmic trait disabler. Like there's only two of them. Yeah, regular. Trust me, man. Out of everything I've seen about this game, it's all fucking boring to me. There's not one thing going on in this game that makes me care. Everything is super boring. I'm gonna bait Chimney and then we're gonna use Vampira here. I'm just trying to figure out like what's the best bait monster. Honestly, I don't have to bait this node. Yeah, I don't have to bait this node, I don't think. Let me just make sure I got the right moves, because she could do an AoE evade as well. So let's go for the AoE per and the single per in case she gives positive effects protect. Won't have steam, so Ferris, so I'll need the extra stamina. 17. 2 is the same thing as 34, so that's not enough. Need to make her just a hair faster. Okay, that works. Yeah, so it looks like she just did nothing. We'll go. Beast Banner adds all that extra stamina. Bro, I could smoke Kush on YouTube, but I don't. I haven't smoked weed in basically since a month before I started making Monster Legend content. When I first started playing Monster Legend, I used to play it high all the time. But then I was just like, nah, I'm gonna start, focusing on doing my channel, because if I keep smoking weed, I'll never get shit done. I'll be like, I'm gonna make a video, and then I got high. Like, just like the song. I won't get anything done. I need to bait one of these guys, though. So now I can use the bait I was gonna use before, I guess. We also gotta hope this stupid chick doesn't single target us, because that's happened to me the other day and cost me bait. Probably should have just used him to bait since he already had a relic on, but yeah, she AOD, we're good. Oh shit, look who's on 52. I ranked 3'd my Witch Cat, though. So, no matter what Ferris can throw at me, I should be good today. Yeah, I'm kind of curious what's on the next node. These are the same speed. I really hate when they do that, but plus Lightmare's probably gonna do a ton of damage. He has damage mirror. I really just need to bait Nahane, but I don't know if they're going first. I really wish I knew who was going first. We're gonna try Aatrox, but I really wish I knew who was going first here. That's all. Like, if we get lucky and the race monster goes first, this will be so sweet, because then we don't even have to do anything. But I get the feeling Lightmare is going to go first. And then I have to bait it a second time with like a taunt monster. Yeah. 436. Wow. So that was really annoying. If the other monster would have went first, it would have been a super easy node, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure how I want to bait this yet. I feel like just this guy can bait Lightmare. Actually, he probably can't, because Lightmare probably, if she did 400 and some damage, would probably do a freaking shit ton. We could use... our own Lightmare, maybe? And then a monster with 400 and almost 500k life would be nice. Hmm. Yeah, mine might have enough HP. I'm just not sure. I feel like this will get somebody, though. Sweet. Eltron Mask. Thetis Armor. We're out of here. I baited the one I needed to bait. So now I just need my Ferris to be faster than my Steam so that we can purr the damage mirror. And we have to be faster than half, which looks like just 17. Yeah, we're good. Sorry, I'm clicking on the other phone. Every time it does those like big win, it stops the auto. It'll auto any other time. So anyway, like since I don't know how to make this sound play, when I play that other game, I'm gonna not use the headset, I think. I'm just gonna use the mic on the side of the phone. Which kind of sucks because then I can't have my fingers over it. 41K, and he's only 23. I just need to be faster than 23.7. I, I don't understand. Like, SP is such a bitch, bro. Like, they making this shit so easy. Like, why is there not a Ferris on a hard node, man? Come on. Like, everybody 36K, Ferris 34K or some shit. Like, why is that node? Like, what is going on, SP? Like, you make your game so sissified. Let people be like, oh, I only got to node 53 today. So people like me can be like, cause you suck. You need to level up your witch cat. You need to get your roadie online. You made it. Made it where? Made it to my stream? What do you mean you made it? Oh, you got a new phone now. That's cool, bro. You spend your stimulus check on it, or are you a kid that didn't get a stimulus check? I ain't spent nothing yet out of my stimulus. I went and checked the bank, made sure it was in there. I was like, I'm rich, bitch. Like a Dave Chappelle moment, and just rolled out the bank. Um, really need to bait Spitfire. I got lucky last time. It's the same node that's going to be on 56. But we got really lucky because he could have extra turned me. About to just see what happens when I use this guy. Because even if we only bait the magic monster, then I can just send in like Heist to to bait the last monster. I only need to bait the Spitfire. Like I don't have to bait the magic monster. So if the magic monster goes first, I'll just use an extra bait. And of course that monster went first. I'm gonna have to leave. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot they have double stamina. I don't have to leave. Alright. So, he is giving them double stamina. That's the only reason why they look like they weren't baited, but they were baited once. So I just need to bait them one more time. I keep forgetting about that stupid freeze, though. Okay, he just one-shotted me. God damn it. Can we get this monster frozen? Or, I mean, actually, I think I can just use my rhino. I think this monster gets a, elemental weakness. Should have grabbed that last rune. Glad I got all this extra bait. I'm saving my trap monsters. When this node comes back around again, I'll probably just trap it. Alright, so the first monster's baited. Gonna let it charge back to 280. Just to bait this guy. Hopefully. Question is, who do I bait him with? He's gonna hit really hard. We said ice. Because all his moves are fire, so this should work. So he's basically like got 1,000,000 HP. So the first monster goes and charges. Alright, Thetis armor, exhausting mask, peace. Got it. Wait, did I even check this guy? Okay, he's only. Whew, I was like, oh my god. I might have had to bait that other monster too. 24,296. 24,4. Where you at? Yeah, so on the last version of that, I'll probably have to use a ton of 8 since they have double stamina, but here we got 38, who I don't think she ever really does damage. I think I'm just going to try to get away with a Henridge here. I get this feeling though, like only Rhodey's gonna hit. I gotta check them stats again before I try this team. Cause Rhodey ain't gonna do shit for damage to that guy. 36, yeah, 37, 8, 38. I feel like this may be enough. I'm gonna try to lower it even some more. I really don't think Togora is gonna do a damage move and then watch us lose our monster to it. That'd be something. I think she's gonna trait disable me or nah, just positive effects protect. Thank God I switched my runes. like, like even I think if we would have left the 8 on instead of a 7, we would have been screwed by like 5k. The other day, yesterday or something, I tried to use Henrich and he had like 485 and the monster did 486 damage. I was like, or 486,000. I was off by 1k. I was so frustrated. It's all good when it's not Black Feather. The last node's not even really that hard because I only need to bait Spitfire. Because we can make our Steam like 28,000 speed just wearing all team speeds and everybody else. $26,300. It's gonna be a long one. Yeah, say your game's not opening. Well, that sucks, bro. I usually just uninstall them and reinstall them when that shit happens. Uh, Uninstall it, reinstall it, try a different device, try to make a different account, something, get a hold of support. I can't really tell you what the best thing to do is. Like, not wearing a strength rune is like the most painful thing about Steam. And I'm probably going to have to do the next node without one too, depending upon how lucky we get with baits. I don't know much about it. It's free, so make sure you get it. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, build them immunities up, bro. uh, I'm good, AJ. After we finish this node, gonna make sure I got my chores done, and then we're gonna go play something else. I don't think this monster hits hard enough. Think about trying some fancy fans. I just need to get Spitfire baited. How am I? I am good. I have no idea what's going to happen here. They all have 580 stamina. Alright, so it looks like LJ, what was your rune setup when you used to run the Famp Tavi Lin team? And what was the win strat behind it? It's a combo team. What you're really trying to do is you're trying to land Trait Disable in the baby on a team. So you're using Vampira to help navigate through the enemy's defenses to set that combo up. That's the win con, really. I mean, you can win other ways, but that's the real purpose. So you're using Vampira to like total blind the person that could interrupt your combo, or you're using Vampira to purr the Mega Taunt that could block your combo. And the rune setup is Vampira first, and then Tabora, and then Lindworm last. And then you run the CDA single on Lindworm just in case there's, like a bomb beta or something that might nur away your dots. It's really powerful. It's got answers to everything. It's still a phenomenal team. Now let's see what the hell happened in here stamina-wise. Nothing. Ah. Alright, that dude hit really hard. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I think this guy could bait him, but I think I just used Lindworm to bait one. Or we send in some Uriel monsters and see what's up. Let's just send Lupo in first. That saves us 700k. I only stopped using it because I'm not trying in PvP. Meaning I was playtesting with Steam, and I haven't really, like, my defense can make top 1000. So, like, if I was trying to, like, place in PvP, I would use that team still. Um, I had a 96 point something win rate over 4,000 fights. So the one's at 198 and the other one's at 157. And really Spitfire is the only one I need to bait here. Yeah, I can care less. Well, there's a lot of people that use it now. I think we can officially say we made it a meta team at least. It's definitely a meta team. $104. I think one more Uriel monster, and then I just send in some bait for this guy, who's on roids. I think Lindworm probably be the best bait for him. Yeah, so he's got 51. Who do you think is better for PvP purposes? Tabby. Tabby's better than to do in all comparisons to each other. I like them both on the same team in PvP, though. I really do. I'd love to use Tabora into the do. Like, use Tabora to drop the Megataunt, then use the do to drop the Anticipate or the whatever else they got going on. If they don't have Anticipate, bust them up with a purr into something, like whatever. I think the team will work great together. So the first one charges, and then bang. He just killed my freaking Lindworm in one hit, bro. I can't believe that just happened. Nonstop, that's retarded. I got a question for you, Nonstop. How many anticipation monsters are not behind Megataunt? If someone runs anticipation, where do they put it? Where do they put it, Nonstop? If you run a fucking Hardy, where do you put it? If you run a fucking Platypus, where do you put it? If you run a Chuckle, where do you put it? Huh? They are all behind Megataunt. Okay? So you tell me how the fuck you counter Megataunt when all the anticipation hide behind Megataunt. I can't even wrap my fucking mind around that stupid ass comment. Armor's also not good at PvP. So If you want to take advice from someone who's not good at PvP, you'll most likely never be good at PvP. That's the way I would phrase that. Well, you should ask Armor, bro. Because I think that's retarded. It's like, I mean, I see that's a basic level thinking. Like, he's not trash at the game, but he's sure as fuck not good at PvP. I mean, and comments like that are how you can tell. Like, on the surface, you would think, yes, it's a counter to Megaton, better than Tabor. You would think that, but it's really not. I don't want a purr monster that can't purr without turning on anticipation when the whole fucking meta is anticipation. like the Dew is not good in the meta, okay? It's a Vampira world. The Dew is not good versus Vampira. I'm like, but I got my own anticipation. Yep. SC. The Dew's a good monster, though. Like I said, I'd like to run them together. I would like to run Tabora and the Dew. Have Tabora go first. Remove the Mega Taunt. Plus, he does realize, right, that 33% of the Mega Taunts have Taunt too. Cryo makes up 33% of the Cosmic Mega Taunts. If he's got an anticipation monster, you're not doing shit, bro. How I'm offended. Like, Tabor is removing his taunt and his and his SC all in one move. Then your Dew can go remove the anticipate or bust up the enemy. Whatever you got to do. I think it's an excellent team to put together. Tabor and the Dew. Tabora got that doo-doo coming. However you want to see it. But when you compare the two monsters, fuck no. The Dew's not better at all in any way. Okay, one area maybe. Maybe in the Gauntlet. You might like to take 2 turns if you somehow get a chance. But nah, I'm going to do the new game lost. As soon as I finish this, which still ain't going good yet for us. What's Spitfire's lowest move? I can't believe he one-shot at my fucking Lindworm, bro. He's only got 97. I'm going to use the trap monster here. The next I'm coming in with a trap monster. MG's been making gains, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like MG watches my channel. Not my streams or whatever, but I do feel like I feel like MG's, like, since I've been watching MG's content off and on, bro, I feel like he's picked up on some of the things that have made me successful in this game. Like, he's making, like, he's caring about that gold per minute now. Like, he's focused on shit that makes me wonder. And they're both doing tasks now. I think it's like because they've seen like Lost Jumper just dominate it with the tasks, and they're all like, "Man, I gotta do them tasks too." That or Wubby put him onto it with his fucking how to make 100,000 gems. How to make 100,000 gems. I swear you don't spend money, guys. You just do tasks. Oh, did I mention that I spent money on tasks? We'll just leave that out. Ah. What if he's not retarded? He's not retarded at all. Alright. I'm just looking to get a trap trigger because that'll fully drain the other guy. I can't tell you which one's smarter because I can't even understand Two Train. He doesn't speak English really, like. So, like, it's hard to tell how smart someone is if they don't speak English as their first language. At least for me, anyway. $26,800. Wait, we drained them all somehow? I could use strength then. Somebody got to time out in the corner. You can still hear everything going on in the room, but you're not out of the corner yet. Plus, don't run away because we're going to play a different game as soon as we finish our chores on here. I just got to go do 3 dungeons. The 3 Stardust dungeons. And the 3 Amber dungeons. And then we're going to go play the other game. I feel like this stupid race monster is fucking dog shit. Like, it really requires you to have to run certain monsters. And sometimes I feel like they just put it in the Gauntlet for noobs. They're like, whoa, what if we start making some monsters that they could freeze the whole enemy team, so that way if you were like going on in the Gauntlet and the monster hits you with, like, you don't have to worry about all the other monsters. You don't have to trap bait because they're going to be frozen from their own monster. Like, like, it's like, what's the role of the new race monster? To save you traps in the Gauntlet. Some poor lucky soul is gonna come through and be like, I don't have no way to bait that node, and he's gonna get hit. His Megaton's gonna die, and the whole node's gonna be frozen. And he's gonna be like, oh shit, I can win now. All right, so this is what I have chore-wise I need to do. Just the 15ers. Actually, I might do the other 15 dungeon, the one that has 3 5s, instead of going to the Amber dungeon. By the way, guys, I've got tons of monsters to rank. Oh my god, yeah, well, look, man, I don't have much to say about Armor Gaming's opinions. He's entitled to them, guys. Like, there's a lot of people who listen to him. I mean, sometimes you kind of just got to look at him as like a social point employee. Like, it's his job to, I guess you would say, popularize their game. It's in his best interest to think that every new monster is good. It's in his best interest to encourage everyone to play the game every time something comes out. Like, I really, it's, I don't play this game for those reasons. I play this game to pass people. I play this game to prove I'm better than you. And then I'm moving on to the next game to do the same thing in that game. Like, I don't give a shit about people's feelings towards monsters. I don't even have my own feelings towards monsters. I play with what I think wins. Beat my ass with something, that's how you change my mind. Like, it's pretty straightforward. Like, I play to win. I lose a lot to accomplish that mission. Especially when we start new games. Like, you start at the bottom every time. Like, that's why I cannot wait till Diablo comes out, guys. I'm telling you right now, we're going to blow my channel up with Diablo content. I am going to fight my ass off to be one of the best Diablo Immortal players in the whole world. I don't give a fuck if you pay to play or not. You cannot buy player skill in a store. It cannot be sold to you. Okay, so look forward. I've seen a lot of popular streamers, I mean ones that have way more subs than Armor Gaming, that are all planning, they're all sitting around waiting for Diablo Immortal to drop. There's a lot of people who want to play this game, man. It's good. Like, I've been spending the past couple of days searching the Google Play Store, looking for RPG games to download and play to keep me this itch I got scratched until it gets here where I can just no-life it. And they're not there, man. Like, you can't trade on games, you can't PvP on games, you can't play with your friends on games. There's so many missing elements to all of the good RPG games online. Diablo Immortal, tell me more, LJ. Let me know about it, because I live RPG. So, my guess is it's going to be like close to a handheld version of Diablo 3. A lot of the game looks like it's stolen content from its predecessor, Diablo 3. But the phone is really lacking. Like, what I'm hoping for is to keep it phone. I'm a mobile player now. Like, I don't play console games. I don't play PC games. I'm only playing mobile. I want to continue to play mobile games. I want to get better at mobile games. I want to put my thumbs to use. I want to be able to play while taking a shit. Okay? Like, that's my thought process there. So what I really hope is that they don't cross-platform. I can't stand when I'm playing a mobile game that is also a cross-platform game to like a PC. And the reason why is because the content gets catered. Meaning, like, RuneScape comes to mind. Old school RS is probably the best mobile game on the planet at the moment, besides masturbation. Okay, so with that game, though, they still allow you to play it on PC, which means the developers, when they're making new content, I feel like they don't care about the phone player. Like, an example would be, say you're going to do PvP. You have all of these advantages when playing on the computer that you don't have on your phone, and yet every update comes out and they don't do anything to bridge that gap. They don't care about disadvantage from you being on your phone to you being on your PC. Really, all the phone was to them was a way to target more people to come to the PC. Meaning, like, oh, you can play while you're on your way to work. Oh, and then when you get home, you can play on your PC. Like, they don't really care about a mobile player. They care about the players who are at work that, like, basically it's a con to cater to pay to win, that complain that it's not fair that people like Lost Jumper can play 18 hours in a day and they got to go to work, and while they're at the office they can't play. And it's like, oh, well, now you can just pull your phone out of your desk, log in on your lunch break, do a few things, and then log out. That's what all they use the phone for. So to me, it's not the same thing. That's why I'm like, I really hope they're not going to make Diablo cross-platform. I hope it just stays. To You Bet opens world mobile, in my opinion, and the graphics are... Yeah, trust me, I looked into that game, but I don't see anything that interests me. I didn't see one thing that interests me about it. Like, I'm not interested in it. I see nothing, man. It looked like... Reminded me like trying to play Final Fantasy on the PlayStation. Like, that. I'm trying to play Diablo, bro. I'm not trying to play Final Fantasy. Like... I didn't see anything at all appealing to me about that Gensing Impact game. The player base, it had a lot of players, meaning most of the games that I found that I thought were cool, nobody plays them. Like, they have less than 1 million players. And then I look at a game like Monster Legends. Look at all the fucking people that supposedly played this game, 50 million downloads, and we jumped in and it was like in 1 year we pretty much... I think in 1 year I did more than anybody had done. Like to jump into a 50 million person player pool, which I mean it's not 50 million, it's probably like 10 million because people download at least more than 5 accounts per person would be my guess on average. There's that kid out there who's got 20 accounts going. Yeah, I don't give a shit about storylines in games. I'm not interested. I can care less what the storyline is in a game. I want to beat players, bro. I don't give a fuck about this. If I want a storyline, I'll watch a movie. Like, I'll do that with my lady. We got 95 laps in less than 2 days, and that was it. We're done. Alright, so I'm going to end the stream. I'm finally done my chores. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I have a new addition to my roster. Look at this. She's finally up to the big money, boys. LJ, you sound like freaking Morty from Rick and Morty. I haven't watched Rick and Morty yet. But I finally got her up to rank 4. Finally got the best move, Abyss Bottom. She's definitely usable in the Grandmaster duels. But I hear that Wildbird has finally made it to the Grandmaster rules, so it could be rough in there. I spent 30 gems already this week. I'm not getting the rune. I basically found out that I could wear a 6 speed on Armor Claw when using all team speed, and then I could wear a 5 on him when using, a 5 on him when using all team speed, and a 6 on him when using 2 team speed on my Hornet. Alright, so anyway, guys, I'm going to end the stream, and I'm going to start another stream with another game. So hopefully some of you will come check that game out because it's pretty damn dope. I think I have more fun playing it than I have playing Monster Legends, but we're going to continue to play Monster Legends. This is what I'm doing when I'm not playing Monster Legends. So, anyway, guys, that's where I'm headed. You will see the stream in just a few moments.